Is it worth getting the MT3 profile from Drop, or are you better off getting an SA set from Amazon? To start off, they come in many colors, especially due to the collab they did with Marvel, coming in Iron Man reds, Thanos purples, Captain America red and blue, and Black Panther in the darker violets and black, even in different fictional languages such as ELVISH and DWARVISH. While I don't have all of them, I am using the black on white set that I bought, and keep in mind that I do touch type. First note is that they are obviously much taller. It is about 2 to 3 millimeters depending on the row. While it doesn't seem like much, you might actually bump into trouble if you don't use wrist rest or really a low profile wrist rest like the Carpiel. Link to a video on that. While the MT3 profile is tall, it is best suited when the keyboard has an angle of 5 to 7 degrees, as the third row of keys, which contains the ASDF line, becomes parallel to the desktop. While a lot of people say that it is better not to have the keyboard lifted up to decrease pronation, therefore feeling typing fatigue faster, it can be a much more comfortable typing experience with a proper wrist rest, as you do not have to move your wrist to reach the higher keys at the second row QWERTY line. The MT3 profile also reduces those third row accidental presses, as the third row is offset towards the user, allowing for a larger margin of error. Same goes for the shape of the faces where the legends are printed. I find that because of the heavily cupped shape of the keys, it is easier to align my fingers when typing. The bottom row is slanted away from the user, which helps reduce movement when using the fourth row ZXC line, where it seems to be angled towards the curl of the fingers. Overall, it is very comfortable and has a wide compatibility with many keyboards. The closest comparison will be the SA Keycap profile, which is also tall. However, it has a shallower scoop on the face with the legends compared to the MT3 profile. This makes the SA profile feel harder in comparison. The slant I mentioned on the fourth row with the MT3 is absent with the SA profile, and it makes it only slightly less comfortable. On the second row, the keys don't have an aggressive curve and is barely noticeable. I did find that I felt like I was reaching a little bit less. This is likely due to the reduced curvature of the lower part of the second row being higher. The SA profile, while comfortable, is overall much less sculpted feeling than the MT3, but it is by no means uncomfortable. It can, however, be a better choice when the tilt of the keyboard is less than 5 degrees and is much more widely available. Going back to the MT3 profile, an actual issue to the MT3 profile is that it is currently only being offered by Drop, who produces the profile only in double shot ABS, which is a softer plastic than PBT. I've actually rounded off the top left corner of the W key as I play first person shooters quite a lot. I do let my nails overhang by about 2 millimeters at most before I trim them. If you are frequent with trimming, you might not have this issue, but SA Keycaps also come in ABS plastic, but it is also available in PBT, unlike with Drop. Also related to being ABS is the shine that I got with the WASD section. It used to have a slightly more matte finish, but I have been using it on and off for almost a year now. So this level of wear is similar to most pre-built boards. Unlike most pre-builts, they have a thicker wall and are double shot, where the legends are printed through the keycap instead of being die sublimated, where the legends are printed on. Here's a sound test on a couple of boards. If you like the sound and are alright with the higher profile keycaps, both the MT3 and SA profile are worth the buy. But if you already think your keyboard is too high, you should avoid them entirely. While the level of comfort each provides is subjective, either should last you a couple of years before you swap them out. And you'll know whether they are for you after using them for a couple of days, and hopefully you have a friend you can pawn them off to. But if you liked the video, hit the like button, subscribe, and have a nice one.